Good morning, YouTube friends. I'm going to do another craft along with me. This time I'm going to do some quilting. I'm making just a head of a cow to quilt onto a pillow. And the cow's head's going to be quilted. So I'm going to bring you along with me to do that. I started with those fabric squares from Temu. You buy the bundle. I showed them to you when I was doing the Easter craft along. So I'm going to do them put them together. So I got two sewed together. Now I'm going to sew the third one on and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. Put you around here where you can see. Tip it down. And there we go. So I'm going to take the 3 squares. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just sewing 3 together. I don't care. They're all different, so they're not going to repeat the same color. Do it at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And away we go. Back stitch, front stitch, and speed it up a little. Back stitch, needle up, cut the thread. Okay, so those 2 sew together. Now I'm going to put the 3rd one on. And I'm putting right sides together. For those of you who don't sew, right sides together are the pattern side. I'm going the same direction. Pattern size toward pattern size. Okay. Right sides. And then line it up with the edge of the other one. Put it underneath there, drop the pressure foot, put the needle down and sew. Backspace, sew forward. Backspace, needle up, cut the thread. Just as simple as that. So now I have 3 sewed together. And I want to sew these 3 strips to each other. Let's see. Let's put this one with this one. Right sides together. Oh, no, first I'm gonna iron down these seams. I don't want them puckering up. So I'm just gonna separate it. And I got my little mini iron from Cricut. I'm just gonna press those seams down. This is my little mini but mighty from Cricut. They also have them that are not Cricut brand for like 20 bucks at Walmart. Just a mini craft iron. But this one came with my Cricut machine, so just give it a little press open. Doesn't take but a second, but it makes your piece lay nicer. I don't have the ironing pad on my table, so I'm gonna lay them upon each other here. Now you can either press them open or you can press them over to the side. But I'm pressing these open, so either way you want to do it. Okay. Now I have that little iron on high. It goes low, medium, and high. But I have it on high. So I'm going to put right sides together. And I don't want the two polka dots. So I have a polka dot here on this end and a polka dot on this end. I don't want two polka dots together, so I'm going to turn it around. I put the polka dot up on the other end. Line them up. And so on. This one's longer. So we'll start. Whoa, what was that, huh? China berries hitting the tree. There you go. So, back stitch, front stitch. Keeping your edges lined. Keeping your edges lined up here. Started pulling away from me. Okay. Well, this machine doesn't have to have a pedal. I can just hit the go button and go. Sewing without a pedal. So this piece, these squares are a little longer. So I'm going to cut that piece off. Line them up. These are different batches, so the squares are a little bigger. And then, where's the other three? All right, cats. Where'd they go? Oh, never mind. Get out of there. Come on. Find some place. Go lay right there. You don't need to lay on top of this. Now this one here, I have a brown and a black and white check. So I don't want to put polka dot with polka dot. So I'm going to turn it this way. And the polka dot will be over here with the polka dot, but I have the square in the middle. And I'll show you that. Just a bit of brown and black. Okay. Put it underneath my foot feed, drop it down. Drop the needle down. Hit sew. Backspace. Sew it along. Back button, lift the needle, and once again cut it off. Okay. didn't press the seam down on that one. So let's go do that right now. Give it a quick press down. Cat was laying on it, so I didn't see it. Fun Sensei. Just keeping it warm. She's mad I took it away, but she'll be all right in a minute. And I got the other one over here trying to lay up on the pattern. Okay. So these seams down. This sewed down going that way. Now we're going to sew them down. Iron it down this way so that all the seams are laid flat. Okay. So then you have a square. Just have patchwork square. Simple. I made myself a template out of cardstock here for my cow. There's the ear, the eyes, right here, horns, the head, and then the muzzle. So we're going to start with the head. And we'll see if we have enough sewed together. What I want to do is cover this, be able to cover this. And this should be enough. And yes, it is. So I want to flip it over. Lay it out. See which way it fits best. I think this way it fits the best. Getting pattern going one way. Yes, I do. I have flower going up, so we'll make sure it's going up. Set it in the middle so you get some of the patchwork on each. And I'm just going to cut around it. Leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance around the pattern. Don't throw those pieces away. Put them in your scrap basket because you can use them for other things, like making mini stamp quilts. Okay. And crimped for a minute there. Been happening a lot lately. I'm using them too much on that week-long craft along. Okay, almost done. Okay. there's the pattern. I just freehanded. It's going to be cartoonish looking, but because I don't draw. That is the head. And as you can see, it fits on here perfectly. There we go. Okay, so that's step one. That's the head. Press that all down. All the seams. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Let me pull you back a little bit. Go both ways. Press these seams down so they don't pucker. There. That'll be his head. Set that off to the side with the head. Now we're going to do the muzzle. Get over there. Let's see. You got to put some more patches together to make the muzzle. I think I've got reds, I've got blues, I've got, not enough of that. I got gold, but it's not enough. There's some more different kind of blues, and then there's pink. Let's do the muzzle in pinks. See if I got enough squares to go across. So what I do is just cut out the muzzle template. Kind of sort of looks like a muzzle. I'm gonna just lay these down and see if I have enough to cover it. Yeah, so that's a little bit bigger than a square. So I'm gonna have to use extras. 2, 3 across the top. 2, 3. And then 3 across the bottom. I don't want that one, that's the same color. Let's pick out another pink. Well, there should be more pink in there. Oh, there's a nice bright pink. Stick that in there. And then they have to use that if I have another pink. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that as the last pink. That's all right, it'll be on the opposite. It's not the same, this is close. So I'm gonna have to use 6 to cover it. 6 on, it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 on the head. I'm gonna have to use 6 on the muzzle. Okay, so let's put them together the way I want to sew them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Put the sewing machine back up here. And start sewing 2s together. Make sure you got your right sides together. Doing the same thing. Put the needle down. Just doing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure you back stitch. I'm going to speed it up a little. mix two together. Right sides facing. Now two more. Oh crap. Wrong button. There we go. I cut the thread instead of back stitch. Okay. Same thing, we're going to iron the seams down. Oh, I had two stuck there, together there. Not a problem. Take it off. I had two squares stuck together there, so I just cut one off. Okay. Now, put this back over here so I can see how I was going this way, right? Yeah, I believe so. Put that one up that way, and then this one this way. Okay, so these two together. And then I'll sew these two onto here. Right sides together. go. Make sure we have enough. For the muzzle. Not quite. We're going to cut it out. This one I want to put at an angle. Because it ain't quite wide enough after I stitched them together. And I don't have any more pink to make another row. And it doesn't matter. Because it's supposed to be cartoonish looking patchwork. Line it back up there and continue cutting around. Yeah. Iron these down. I'm going in every which direction here because I cut it at an angle. So let's press them down so they don't bulk. Okay. Ooh, it's getting warm. I've turned it down a notch. Put it on medium. Getting too hot. This little one right here. Yeah. Okay. So now that's on the muzzle. A piece sticking out there. Don't need that piece sticking out. So there's the muzzle. And now we gotta make the nostrils. For the muzzle. We need to make 2 of them. So I'll cut one out of this piece. Yep. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna cut them both out of this. Should fit on there. Oh, button up against each other, I hope. Okay, now we're going to sew these onto there before we lose them. Sew them right onto the muzzle. Yeah, I'm going to need a different color because that one's going to pop right up in with that one. So let's use a piece of this that we had left over. I don't want that to be popping. It's going to hit right in there, and I don't want that. I thought it would miss it, but it's not going to. These little scissors I get from Temu, I've showed them to you a dozen times, but I really like them for crafting. They're small, easy to handle, and they don't get in my way. Okay. There's the muzzle upside down. Yeah. And there. Let's put that point. Let's put it right onto the point so we have a measuring guide. I'm going to sew that on real quick so I don't lose them. Slow that down because this is a small area. Lift it up, turn it. Okay. And you're not going to be able to see that, so I think I'm going to have to make those out of black. Or more solid, not the pinks. But anyways, that's sewed on there. And you really can't see it. So I'm going to change the colors and do a darker color. But there's the muzzle. So if we have the head, and we have the muzzle on there, I'm going to use some of this brown and black. Okay, and that's as far as we're going to go with it today because I don't want to make these videos too long. So turn back in tomorrow and we'll work on, we'll do the ears. Get you back up here. We'll do the ears and the horn and hair. I'm going to go ahead and sew all the, and we got eyes left. I have 2 more videos probably. I'm going to go ahead and sew all the squares together and get them ready. I showed you how I do that, so that's all you need to see on that. I'm going to sew the muzzle onto the head. And I got to cut out 2 more nostrils out of it. I think I'm going to do it out of the blacks here that we had left over. It'll show it better, yeah. cut out 2 more nostrils. And I'll come back tomorrow and work on it some more. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you watched the whole thing. Let me know what you think. Is the camera angle bad? Can you see what I'm doing? Still working on it. Alright. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.